Well, good morning and welcome back to another all-new episode of Texas Boys Outdoors TV. This week we're going to start off in Galveston East Bay with a longtime buddy of mine, Captain Jim West, one of the best in the business. So we're going to switch things up, head over to Freeport, Texas with our good friends from Bluefin Charters. These guys are always top-notch. We're going to have military veterans, first responders out with us. We got our board member Tony and his son Matt. It's going to be a great time. Let's get out there and get it done.
It's every woman, it's every man, it's every child that is born to this land. It's their religion, it's the law, it's the strength in the rise and in the fall. It don't just happen every once in a while.
Texas Boys Outdoors TV, where we're all about giving back to our heroes and showing kids the beauty of the great Texas outdoors. Let's get it done Texas Boys style. So I've really been looking forward to this one. We're going to go to Galveston East Bay, as mentioned, with a longtime friend of mine, Captain Jim West. Jim and I fished together off and on for about 15 years now. You know, we've taken the kids out. He's helped out with Texas Boys quite a few times, and just a top-notch fisherman. I think Jim actually won some of the old ESPN Redfish Cups. He won some of the Trout Masters. So like I said, just top-notch guide. The trash talk's already running thick. He's been fishing over there since about the 1800s. Let's get in the boat, get out there, and you guys check it out. Jim and I were just talking about how we got this big moon last night. These fish might have fed last night. So exactly what does it mean when someone says it's the big moon, Jim, as far as fishing?
Well, it really affects everything. You really don't know till you get out and give it a shot. You know, fishing up here, we're not necessarily fishing for fish. We're just trying to catch a good one. You know, I know when we can go catch them this morning, have a good early bite, but boy, just with that full moon, it affects everything. It affects the tides, and you know, it's a little lower today than what it has been. We've had a good evening bite, but we probably should have got up about 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock this morning and got out here before daylight, to be honest. It's with the tide being a little lower today than what it's been, we might be on the tail end of our bite till late this evening. You know, I mean, it affects it. You just don't know until you get out here, really. Looking at it, I mean, the wind's down, but back here in the back where we're fishing, the water's dirty. I mean, it's just barely fishable, but we're not necessarily fishing for numbers of fish right now. We're just trying to get that one big bite. And, you know, we're just kind of staying with it to see. We don't see a lot of bait. There's not a lot of activity, but like I said, we're not trying to catch a limit of fish today. We're just trying to catch a good one. So we'll see what happens. Maybe so. And maybe we'll get lucky. But that moon's full. It's definitely, the odds are against us. But we'll see what happens. Fish. He's little. Out there trying to catch a big trout, and we catch a dinks. Goodness gracious. I mean dinks.
Trout.
Little trout. Yeah, the double D. Double D called a dink. Yeah, there's life in the sea.
Yeah. Small fish better than no fish.
Small fish better than no fish. Come on, Roy, this is the second bite I've had now. Waiting on you, Bubba.
You're right, this water is pretty dirty in here.
You know, Roy was talking smack this morning about all the fish.
Well, I'm not going after the 13
He was catching yesterday when he was fishing with Eric, you know. He's like, man, I was putting it on that guide. Yeah, right, okay.
We'll see who gets the big one here in a second.
Oh, I like what I just saw. That was a good fish there, brother.
This is a keeper.
Here we go.
That's a better one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a better fish. Come right this side. Come right this side. Go ahead and get on with it. We don't need it right now.
Okay.
We're fine. You could power pole down for a sec. You might want to go ahead and power pole down. That way we catch the fish and There you go. That's good, Roy. Just to hold us here.
Get some net. Good trout.
He's fair.
You think I need a net?
I don't know. We gonna keep any of these fish? We're gonna turn these.
I kept a couple yet, so we can let him go keep a few.
I mean, he's just a fish. I don't need a net. Come on up here and fish. I'm gonna flip him. I mean, he's pretty good. Well, back up there a little bit, cameraman. I'm gonna slip him right over the side.
There you go.
Solid. All right.
That's my top water and came up and hit his.
Yeah, I wasn't after them little ones like you were, Roy. Try to catch a better one. All right, we're gonna keep them.
Yeah, we throw them in the.
We'll keep a few for dinner. That'll work. Just keep just enough for dinner. Yeah, they do eat good. I can take 2 fish home. 2 fish to feed my family.
Dang, I'm just gonna keep a couple too.
Okay.
Gulf Coast Auto Park has you covered. Whether you're commuting to work or looking for a rugged 4x4 to get you to your favorite hunting or fishing spot, we deliver. Trucks, cars, and SUVs, we've got them all. 7 great mates all in one place, so why go anywhere else? Doing business the right way for over 20 years. We service all makes and models with a full-service collision shop on site. Stop by Gulf Coast Auto Park or shop our full line of new and used vehicles online today.
That little bitty tail will wiggle on the fall with the lightest jig it, and that's what gets that reaction strength.
Look at here. He's after me. He come up there, swirl behind it, never bit it. That ball, look at that ball right there. Come on up there, Roy. Catch one with me.
I think they're all tight to that shore.
They are. They've been up close to the bank. I don't think he's very big. I think he's little again.
As long as you keep catching the dings, I'm not hurting too bad. It'll be worth it.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh,
He
man.
may have been coming at me.
Watch it be a giant.
Oh, it's just a fish, but he'll keep. He was just coming at me.
It's bigger than a dog.
Yeah, he was coming right at me. Look at there. Think I can flip that 3-pounder in? You think I ought to net him? Yeah, let's flip him in. Ah! Flip. Most people will net that fish. They'll probably weigh close to 3, maybe just a tad under. But a nice trout, just a good solid fish. Be 19, 20 inches probably, 19. So, just a good solid fish.
Starting to regret sticking with the top water.
Just don't hook me, Brother Roy.
You getting on video? So far, this is how Roy's day has gone.
Bloopers.
And there's a bunch of mullet right there too. Of course, it doesn't just pop off the grass. I bring the whole half the bank. Roy's catch of the day right here.
That's good.
He'll hook up with a nice one while I'm getting this crap out.
Net, Roy.
Man.
You want your weight scale, see what it weighs?
That's terrible. Well, I put a whooping on him last time, but he's putting a whooping on me
last time.
I knew he was going to say it.
Your boy put a whooping on you last time. That's
Yeah,
what
he did.
happened.
Can't argue with that one.
You've been talking smack is what it is.
I stayed with the top water this morning, and it probably cost me. They just didn't want it on top. I think when that tide starts coming in this evening, though, they might. Feels like a decent fish.
You know, unbelievable. He finally listens to what I tell him to do.
Okay, I'm not going to admit that on camera, but that's a good fish too.
It's on camera.
All right. I threw that topwater all morning and it did not pay off like it has before, but
Roy, might need a net on this one, Bubba.
it's a good fish.
2 pounder, 2.5.
2 or 3 pounds. That's a good trout, nice trout.
Yeah. A little better out there. Flip him in, that's an eater. 6 pounder.
Oh, that was good.
Boys on the board.
I kept thinking I'm gonna be so proud of myself for sticking with that topwater. I'm gonna come back and get him back with a giant, but sometimes the game plan does not work out. So then you listen to the pro.
I told you, get off that top. I did. How many times I tell him?
First cast after.
Half a dozen times.
Yeah.
He's throwing something else.
I kept thinking, man, if I catch a giant, I'll show him. Love that color. But good old speckled trout. Good eating size, about 18 inches, 17, 18 inches. You wouldn't think a 13-inch trout will whack a fat boy corky, but he will. That's not bigger, but
He may keep.
he's probably about 14 and a half, 15. He might be 15, but we're gonna let him go anyway. Yeah, he's probably right at 15. We already got a few for the frying pan, so we're gonna let him go. But this here, about a 15-inch trout. So if you're gonna eat him, he's a good eating size one.
I'm sure glad old Roy finally caught him one.
Feels good to
Oh,
have
you got
something
him a
yank on your
couple now.
line, man.
He's had rubber hooks all morning. Hell, he's had probably 10 bites.
I had one big blow up on that topwater that I
Finally got a
don't know how I missed it. I want to jump the gun, but nah, he's about the same.
Roy's catching them dinks, isn't
Yeah.
he? He's a keeper, probably.
Whacking the old corky fat boy.
Yeah, maybe not.
Another one about 14 and a half, 15 inches. We're gonna let him go.
Louisiana trout.
Actually, if you wanted to keep some, Matt, well, he's probably 14 and a half anyway. We'll keep some that are about 15, 16. Good time out here with my good buddy Jim West. Kind of springtime, got had to grind a little bit, and I grinded. He was doing it too and early on and really doing a good job with the jerk baits and just whacking them. I finally, after being stubborn and hard-headed and not listening to him early on, switched to the same thing. We started catching them, and real good time out here. If anybody wants to fish with you, Jim, what's your phone number?
It's 409-996-3054.
It's also Bolivar Guide Service, the website?
Yeah, it's not up running, but
Okay.
you can always call me, 996-3054. Yeah, if you would have listened a little bit and started using them subsurface plugs, we'd have caught a few more fish.
Sometimes
No doubt about
I
it.
guess us Texas boys are hard-headed. He told me 2 or 3 times, man, I wouldn't stick with that topwater, but I was trying to get the big one, and it didn't work out this morning, but we did have a good
It was a
time.
good
Caught
time.
some nice fish,
Yeah.
and can't ask for anything better. Beautiful day here in Galveston East Bay. I'm Roy, Texas Boys Outdoors. You guys stay with us. Well, what a great time out with my buddy Jim, and The trash talk was going hard, you know, and it's funny, you know, I've fished a long time and I've fished all over the place, but you still learn from a guy like Jim. You know, he's one of the best around. There's something to be said about just being very experienced and time you put in on the water, and that guy knows East Bay, especially like the back of his hand. So what a great time with a good long-time friend. Now we're gonna change it up, head down to Freeport, Texas with Bluefin Charters, do some offshore fishing with a bunch of great guys. And you know, can't say enough about the Bluefin crew. These guys, Captain Mikey, Captain Josh, they're just top notch. There's a reason we've, you know, used these guys probably 20 or 30 times now over the last few years. They always put you on fish. They're the best in the business. And let's hop in the boat and let Captain Josh tell you how it is.
All you do to set your line out, take the hook off the little metal crossbar in the center of the reel. Put your thumb on the spool. There's a little silver lever right here on the right. When you flip this in the down position, that's called free spool. That allows fish and string to come off the reel. Pull an arm length of slack, flip the bait out in front of you. As the line comes taut, pull another arm length of slack, put the rod tip up to suck the line through the rod. You want to let about 30 or 40 arm lengths out. A lot of times as you are letting line out, a fish is going to strike. If you are in free spool, set the line out and you get a bite, you cannot set the hook in free spool. You have to flip that little silver lever back forward before you try to set the hook. I'm going to repeat that. If you get a bite and you're letting line out, before you set the hook, make sure you flip that little silver lever back forward. Otherwise, you're going to have one hell of a bird's nest or a really blistered thumb. All right, guys, like I said this morning, a couple of y'all go up front. I got 3 rods up there. There's bait up there also. Y'all get ready. Let's do this.
Hey, it's Hardhead Jeff out here with Big Bircher and the vets and police officers and Bluefin. We're going to stop for about 9 miles offshore. We're going to troll behind the shrimp boat, drift, and try to get on some kingfish, maybe some ling, a big shark. Let's get it.
Fish on. 2 on. Double hook up. Freeport versus the Army here. 3. Oh, Coy with the hookup. Ah! Leave it to the Marine Corps guy though.
Right.
Fish.
It might be on there. All right, watch out, coming up. That's nice. Bonita or?
I can't tell. I was going after that lane and this motherfucker hit it like. Water right there. Oh, first one of the day. Woo! Hornhead Jeff hooked up with a big hornhead. That's a black. Oh, it's a bonito.
See it stole it.
There you go, get this. There you go, bring him in. Bill dance that. There you go. What you got, Corey? Something a little bigger. Look at that stand. Hey guys, hey, the fish aren't up on the surface no more. You're gonna have to put it in free spool and feed a lot of slack out. Just make sure that when they hit, you put it in gear to set the hook. I hear you. I think he's got a big hornhead. I think he's got himself a blackfin tuna. Out. Pinwheels. There you go. Hold your rod tip out. Comes under. Yeah. Right here. Bring him up. One more circle. One more circle. Step forward. There you go. As he gets up, well, I got this for somebody else. There you go, boy. All right. It's a beauty. What you got there, Corey? I made a little blackfin.
Yeah, you care about gear ratios, inches per turn, and ball bearings. But most importantly, you want reliability and dependability in the equipment you use. Lew's doesn't cut corners when it comes to the gear they build. The new Speed Spool LFS is the best $99 reel in the market. Go see for yourself.
That's how you do it Texas boy style right there. Texas boy style.
Hey, can we get one of your famous goofy thumbs up real quick? There we go.
See, every time we come on these trips without Roy, we catch fish. Big king, giant king.
Yeah.
Slack off, give me slack. Holy. Hey, work your way around this way, come on.
Here you go. Keep reeling. Go back up. There you go. Keep reeling, keep reeling. Hey Zach, help him out with that pole right there.
Huh?
You're doing good, you're doing good.
I don't know if I can do them.
You can do it. Just keep the right tip up.
There you go.
You're not making any headway here.
That's a good one.
Just like that.
There we go.
Jeez.
Okay, we're gonna walk that way.
Good job.
Right.
Big tuna, I need help, right here.
You know, if you've never had the opportunity to experience any offshore fishing, you definitely got to get out there and at least do it one time. You know, pick a calm day, whatever you got to do, but it's just such a cool deal. These fish are just, they're giant, they're strong. As you saw little Matthew, man, that thing just wore him completely out. Just such an awesome deal that, you know, make a plan to do it at least one time in your life and get out there and experience a little Texas Gulf Coast offshore Texas boy style.
You like it? Pour out?
Yeah.
Well, as usual, can't thank Bluefin enough. It's always an awesome time with those guys. You know, Captain Mikey, Captain Josh, two of the best in the business. They got two boats now, too, also, guys. So if you want to go out with a group of 8 or 10, we've got the big boat, 4 to 6, take the smaller boat. So make sure you check them out online or their Facebook page. That's going to wrap it up for this week. I want to thank everybody for watching. Make sure you check us out on Facebook, check us out on Instagram. I'm Texas Roy. We'll see you next time.